Detroit is the greatest!
Straight up light you on fire for a Coney dog right now.
Lesean McCoy comes back with Neiman on front of him. McCarty draws. McCarty in. McCarty scores! A magnificent goal! Darren McCarty!
Stafford takes, throws, end zone, Calvin, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
We are gathered here today to say goodbye to a soldier. He gave us 5 seasons, 36 sacks, a 2010 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 4 Pro Bowls, a 3-time first-team All-Pro, and 1 missed extra point. Ndamukong Suh, it's been a good ride, but it's over.
Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Vinny Stubbs, sitting across from me is the king, Jason Jarvi. Jason, how you doing, bud?
I'm good. How about you? How are you? You sound a little foggy.
Dude, I don't feel very good at all. It was a brutal weekend once again, and
I am day drunk. Get ready to see my dick.
I find it funny that it's almost spring, and I went the entire winter like without wearing a coat and didn't get sick. And dude, like out of nowhere now I'm getting sick.
You don't think it might have anything to do with a little sickness in your heart that the Lions are gonna have to say goodbye to their best defensive player ever?
Dude, Sue, what are you doing? I don't understand what the problem is. You want money that bad? You're going to go to Miami? Really? Are you serious? Why? Who are you going to play next to? Cameron Wake? Okay, who else? Is Cameron Wake still there?
He is.
I don't care.
Okay, I'm here for all of you Lions fans. I'm gonna talk you off the ledge because it's not the end of the franchise. It just isn't. The Lions,
yeah, it is.
As it stands, without Suh under the cap, they have $16.6 million in cap space.
Oh, wow.
And most likely he would account for between 6 to 10 million of that space.
Oh, I hate you.
And the Lions, as much as you want to not admit it, they are close. And right now, I think a few more quality pieces, they could actually get us a playoff win.
What?
As opposed to getting to the playoffs or...
You think they're going to the playoffs again next year?
I think they are. I think
John Fox?
Yeah.
Bears?
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
LOL.
Obviously, losing them, it hurts.
You forgot a stat.
Which
5 seasons, 36 sacks, 4 Pro Bowls.
I know.
1 cry. 1 major cry. It was out of control. Actually, he had 2 cries because he cried, walked off the set, came back, and kind of cried again.
You know, that just shows that he actually did like playing here. And
no, he didn't. He didn't. Because he would sign here, and he would already be signed. He's playing around.
It's not about
I don't
that,
like
though.
it.
It's about the money. It really
I know
is.
it is. It's disgusting. Shame on you,
He's
dude.
entitled to that. He's entitled to that.
He'll never get a playoff win, dude.
Are you telling me that if another podcast came along and said, hey, Vinny, I'm actually going to pay you to do this, that you wouldn't walk out of this door right now?
No, I wouldn't. I would stay here. I would stay loyal, and I would build.
What if that was...
Oh, my God!
Yeah. What if that was for $18 million?
Just don't do it.
If you're going to get paid $18 million right now to go do another podcast, you wouldn't walk out?
Yeah, but I would take you guys with me. You happy? Sorry, Sue can't take all those guys with him.
Exactly.
So what you do is you have to re-sign Nick Fairley, obviously, right?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Dude, Nick Fairley he's garbage.
He's not garbage, dude. Are you out of your mind?
I got some other names for you. You brought him up earlier in the other podcast. Terrence Knighton from Denver.
I don't know. No.
I don't know. You can replace.
You re-sign Fairley and draft a defensive tackle. I don't even care who it is at this point. Suh, he's taking so long. I wouldn't even consider even giving him a deal anymore.
Yeah,
shame on you.
We just don't have the money to take him.
Too bad.
We need to have other spots that we need to get. I think we can replace. We can't completely replace him because he's probably the best D tackle in the league.
He
is. The D tackle isn't the premier position. The premier positions are quarterback, cornerback, a left tackle who can take away a rush D end.
Yeah.
Those are the premier positions. The D tackle, I mean, there's no way that we can replace what he's done, but it's just not, it's not that important. I think we can.
It's very important, dude.
I think we can get similar production from multiple guys.
No, the sacks, no. But as long as they get a guy that can, maybe Terrence Knighton, dude.
I
You
think
got to keep Nick
Terrence
Fairley,
Knighton-
though. If you keep Nick Fairley and then you sign Terrence Knighton, you don't have to address anything on the defensive end or the defensive line in the draft. You can go ahead and address your offensive line.
But
you
Nick
get rid of Fairley, then you have to go out and draft a defensive tackle because you lost both of them.
Fairley hasn't stayed healthy in a full year, though.
So what? That was 1 year. It was 1 year. Before he got hurt, he was doing good, dude. He was okay.
Well, I think either there's Terrence Knighton, Dan Williams from Arizona, and Stephen P. from Chicago. If we can get a combination of any of those guys, I think we're sitting pretty right there.
Stephen P.
I think, and then in the draft, I think somewhere in there, depending on who we get in free agency, it will determine what we do in that first round. If we get Terrence Knighton or Dan Williams or even re-sign Nick Fairley, I think then we're definitely not going D-tackle in the first round.
No offensive line.
We should go offensive line because we need help there too.
Yeah. We change our mind every week, dude.
That's what fans are.
That's why I hate you, Ndamukong Suh. I really do. I hate your guts. I don't care. But I don't care. I'll flat out say it right now.
You'll agree though that it was the right move for the Lions
not to tag him.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to tag him. I don't think I'd be here right now. I'd probably be in Wayne County Jail if they tagged him. I'd be so pissed.
I know, and it was the first time in my life that I've actually seen the Lions make a smart move.
It probably isn't smart, but
I think the smart move now would be not to re-sign him because he's just going to eat up cap space, and we're going to have Stafford, and we're going to have Calvin Johnson, we're going to have Ndamukong Suh then, who are just eating up salary and literally handicapping the team from going out and trying to sign anybody.
Dude.
If you want CJ Spiller, if you want to look at a guy like Byron Maxwell, that cornerback from Seattle.
He ain't coming here, dude.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's possible.
That's a good point. Why not?
I mean, the Lions were a good team this year. They
overachieved, dude.
They may have overachieved. But what's saying that we can't do it again? What's saying that we can't overachieve?
Being a Lions fan and seeing them your entire life.
The NFL, it's any team can beat anybody on a given day, unless you're the Jaguars or the Raiders. Those teams can't beat anybody.
I hate you, Sue. I really do. It's not even funny. I can't stand you. Who do you think you are? You think you're bigger and better than everybody else. You're not. It's about a team. You went 11-5. You cried.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
You cried hard.
See,
and lost.
That's a fan talking. Yeah, the fan in me, the guy who wants to keep everything the same and who doesn't really understand the salary cap at all. Yeah, I'll give Sue whatever he wants. I'll go out and I'll sign every free agent and hope to win the Super Bowl. But the logical fan in me knows that there's no way that we could handle that salary on our cap right now.
Oh, dude.
So it may take some growing pains this year. Hopefully we can get somebody to at least get similar production.
It's not going to happen. Maybe you can. Maybe if you get Terrence Knighton, keep Fairley, you still can't run the ball on the Lions, right? You still can't run the ball on them. The sacks are going to go down, but you're not going to run the ball on them. I mean, Sue, you're not worth that much money. How many touchdowns did Sue score last year?
He scored no touchdowns.
Oh, okay. There you go. The NFL is driven by offense, okay? Sorry, it just is. And
definitely.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't understand. You're a defensive tackle, overpaid, right? Someone's going to overpay the guy. You score no touchdowns, and it's funny that in the contract year you get 8.5 sacks. You produce more than you ever have because it's all about the money, Sue. It's all about the money, ain't it? Yeah, it is.
We can't blame him for that, though.
I can.
He's a person.
I'm going to.
If I could get $18 million doing, whatever, if I had his talent, I would totally take the money.
Doesn't he want to win playoff games, though? You're going to leave a team that you helped build, and now you're to the point where you can actually win a playoff game or two? Maybe. I doubt it. But maybe. Maybe if they buy, maybe you're going to leave that and go start all over again. You think Miami's further ahead than the Lions are? Because I don't, dude.
You know what I would love more? I would love to provide for generations of my family, though, which him getting $18 million a year, $20 million a year, if he gets that, for generations of Suhs, they're going to be set. You're not going to have to worry about that.
You're set anyway. You're already, whatever, take the money. See ya. Whatever. Barely.
So there is a possibility out there, and it's been tossed around about what if the Lions right now, the personnel that they have is suited towards a 3-4. What do you think about that?
The Lions going over to a 3-4 from a 4-3?
Yeah. Because right now, so you have Ziggy Ansah, and then...
my God, they're going to go to a 3-4?
Yeah, Ziggy... Just hold on.
Where did you hear this?
I've heard it around. I get around. I work at 105.1 Detroit Sports.
Oh, dude. So,
you got Ziggy Ansah, and then a host of other defensive ends over there.
Name one.
And then, Jason Jones.
Oh, wow, he's so good.
What was it? Devin Taylor.
Oh, he's even better.
George Johnson.
Oh, my God. What would we do without him?
But the linebackers is where it goes. You have Tahir Whitehead.
Who?
And Tahir Whitehead was solid this year.
I'd rather have a Whitehead on my ball sack than have Tahir Whitehead in my linebacking core. The guy's not even good on special teams. Next.
He was solid this year on defense.
I don't care.
He filled in for Stephen Tulloch.
He did okay.
He did do
Ashley
okay.
Palmer filled in for Stephen Tulloch.
DeAndre Levy took over Tulloch's job.
Levy's leaving too, dude.
No,
dude.
We're gonna keep him. I think he's gonna be the new heart and soul of the defense. And if he isn't already, he's gonna be that quiet leader who takes the team and brings it together.
You got to shave your beard too, Levy. Just because we barbecued Jabba Chamberlain because he doesn't produce. You do, but you still kind of have to shave your beard.
So you got Tahir Whitehead. On the other side, you have a prototypical rush linebacker in Kyle Van Noy. Now, he didn't do anything last year. He didn't do anything last year.
What did he do?
That's what he did in BYU. He was a rush linebacker.
What did he do on the Lions?
He didn't do anything last year. He was injured, and then he just couldn't get up to speed last year.
Oh, okay.
So if he'd be a prototypical.
So you just knocked two bums out. Go ahead. You just stuck up for two guys that didn't produce last year. Go ahead.
Stephen Tulloch, he said he's coming back.
Oh, what did he do last year? Jump up in the air?
Yeah, he jumped up in the air, came down towards ACL. Wow. He's come back. Before that, he had consecutive seasons of over 100 tackles.
You think he's going to be the same?
He might.
After tearing his ACL?
And then you got DeAndre Levy, which you're not going to argue with me about DeAndre Levy.
Absolutely not.
The guy's sick.
Yeah, he's good.
And then our defensive backs, they were serviceable last year. Hopefully we can get similar production out of...
they want to bring Rasheem Mathis back?
I do.
Oh, my God, dude. No way. You got to build on what you get. Rasheem Mathis?
He's a veteran leadership. He can still provide that.
A bed with a sheet.
But I think we're still going to get... We'll probably go out, try to pick up a defensive back, a cornerback. But I think Hadabo and Glover Quinn, we're probably good with those guys.
Yep.
So I think it's totally possible for us to transition over to 3-4. I think it's probably unlikely, but it's an option. We could go out and get a guy like Terrence Knighton to be that nose tackle who eats up the middle of the line. And maybe that's why we haven't heard anything about Suh not signing any deals. We haven't heard anything from Allen Park, them coming out saying, hey, we offered him, $16 million a year. We haven't heard anything like that. That's one or two things. They know that they're still probably one of the number one options, or they know that he's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Suh wants to go to Miami because, dude, unbelievable. I really don't know what to say.
Hey, if he were to get the exact same contract here in Detroit that he got in Miami, he would still be a richer man. It's
essentially more money. I understand. Yeah. I already know. And he probably wants to bang Cuban Gash, and I don't blame him for that. So whatever. See you later, dude. Nick Fairley, re-sign him.
Well,
it's over.
It's over. Suh is a businessman, so maybe that is what he's doing.
He's a defensive tackle, a businessman. Where are we at?
He's
it's
a smart
sports, guy. Dude. It's football. He's a businessman.
Well, if you want to listen to Vinny, the world's over. The Lions are going to go back. We're going to have another 0-16 season.
No, they're not going to go 0-16. They're going to go
believe me, the Lions are okay. And
sayonara, Suh.
We'll be good. Coming up after the break, we're going to fry another Detroit team. So stick around for that.
Motor City Sports Podcast, whatever. I don't even care. .com.
DetroitSportsPodcast.com, the free and easy way to support the Detroit Sports Podcast Network. 2 podcasts every Monday and Thursday. Check us out, DetroitSportsPodcast.com. It's the free and easy way to help us to continue to provide amazing sports content. You can download our podcasts every single week. You can get online deals. If you need car rentals, you can get discounts. If you shop online, if you go to Amazon, click through our banners at DetroitSportsPodcast.com. bookmark them, and every time you shop online, they kick us back a little something, and it helps us to continue to provide great sports content here at the Detroit Sports Podcast Network, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
Yo, Skrill, drop it hard.
Now, fellas, I just want to bring up, Vinny, how are you feeling now, a couple days removed from your boy, Lesean McCoy, busting out from Philadelphia?
No. Oh, my God. Did you just bring that up? Oh, my God. Don't even play that drop. It's not. Oh, my God. Is Matt Millen on the Eagles? Is he in their front office somewhere? Are you serious? You trade LeSean McCoy to Buffalo? For who? Kiko Alonso. Why? It's like Chip Kelly's hanging out with Matt Millen and Marty Morningweg, and they're all in a huddle. It's like, how do we destroy this franchise? Oh, my God, I got a really good idea. You know our Pro Bowl running back? The guy that's been carrying the team the last 6 years? Oh, yeah, I know who that is. Oh, yeah, let's get rid of him. Oh, where are we going to send him? How about an irrelevant franchise like Buffalo? Oh, my God, that's a really good idea, too. You know what else we can do? We can spread our offense out. We're just going to sling the ball all around. It's not college, dude. This is the NFL. You're going to be worse than the Redskins and the Giants now. You're going to be on the bottom of the NFC East. You got rid of your best player. Jeremy Maclin's a free agent. I don't even know who the hell their tight end is. This world is over.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
We got Napoleon Dynamite at quarterback. He can't throw a fit. What the hell's going on? This is not the same team I remember growing up as a kid. You got Chip Kelly. You're fired. It's a matter of time before he destroys our uniform. You know he's going to. He's going to do exactly what Tampa Bay did, except for with the Eagles uniform. You mock my words, you watch what he does. I'll blow a hole in the wall. Chip Kelly, I'm going to fire you. I don't like you anymore, dude. Your first year, I thought maybe this guy's cool. He's all right. No, you're not cool. You went 10-6 and you didn't even get in the playoffs. Shame on you. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because you're garbage. You're garbage. See you later. They're going to go 5-11 next year. Who the hell do they have? Who do they got? Who do they have? Nobody, dude.
Nick Foles.
Oh, my God. It's over. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Chris Polk.
Darren Sproles and the mascot.
Okay, so you're handling it just well, just like I thought.
I don't understand what the hell is going on anymore. I'm done. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm more of a Lions guy now. Damn it, dude. I don't even know. Oh, my God. That drop's got to go because that's not me.
Well, let's bring that same passion into our next topic.
Oh,
we're going to talk about the Pistons.
Oh, my God.
Another great Detroit franchise right now.
Dude, no.
And
no.
I'm not going to fire Taps up again, but their season's done too.
Oh,
It's over.
Lose out. Get it. Van Gundy, dude.
They're in a bad position right now,
Van
too.
Gundy.
They've lost 5 in a row. And
oh, my
their
Jesus.
schedule doesn't get any easier. I mean, they can't finish games.
They can't start them.
That's the thing, is that they start hot and then they just completely brick everything, or they can't make a basket to save their lives to start the game, and then they start in the middle of the fourth quarter and then they make it respectable. So it fools the fans.
I will say,
oh, hey, we're down by 10.
If you look at the box score from last night against Houston, they pretty much were consistent the entire way through. They didn't have
they sucked.
Like a drought. I know, it was 23, 24, 23, 20, whatever.
And they brought it back right at the end.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even care. The fact is that James Harden got a triple-double on you. You've lost 5 games in a row. Reggie Jackson looks like an Ethiopian Ziggy Ansah, and he cannot pass the ball. I am sick and tired of it. Monroe's leaving. Drummond got 21 rebounds yesterday, dude. The guy's ferocious.
Yeah, but he can't. Did you see one of his last free throws?
I didn't see it.
It didn't even hit. It went completely right of the basket.
It was horrible. I don't even care. I don't care.
The big thing, though, is that they're not playing good defensively. I mean,
they're not playing good at all. They're 23-38.
Defense is where they need to improve, though.
They're the 12th seed in the East. You know who's better than them? Or the only 3 teams that are worse than them? Orlando, Philadelphia, your favorite team, the New York Knicks.
Oh, I think it's your favorite team.
I'm pretty sure all 3 of these teams beat the Pistons this year. I don't know if Orlando did. Well, Philly did twice.
I think Orlando
and New York did last week. And I almost committed suicide because of it. Unbelievable. Dude, that layup you showed me was magnificent.
Yeah, but was it like Shved or Schlemko?
I don't know what the hell that was.
It was horrible. It got into probably the 10th row.
Shame on him. Dude, that was inexcusable. Once again, losers of 5 in a row. Who are they playing against on Sunday? Charlotte?
Yep, Charlotte.
I mean, who's on that team? Anybody? And they're going to lose.
Probably.
They're going to just lose out. I don't even give a damn. 23-38. They teased us, dude. And this is all because of Brandon Jennings.
They continue to tease us. We see like 10 minutes.
What do you think they're going to do next year?
Good.
What are they going to do next year?
You
got to keep Brandon Jennings. See you later, Reggie Jackson, dude. It's been fun. It's been real cool. It ain't cool anymore, dude. See ya.
Dude, when their offense is kicking, it is fun to watch. Don't you agree? When they're out there.
No, because they suck. It's not fun to watch. It pisses me off. They give you glimpses of hope. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to sit down and eat some popcorn. Oh, they're down by 20.
I know, and that's the thing.
Not cool, dude.
And that's the thing. When they're playing good offensively, they're in the game, but they don't have good enough defense where they can sustain that. Whatever. Other teams can do that, and when they start to go ice cold, they can at least stop people. They just can't stop people right now. They've gone up against two guys who are going to compete for the MVP, James Harden and Anthony Davis, the Brow.
Whatever.
Both of those guys just murdered us. They couldn't stop them. They couldn't stop either of them.
I don't know what to do. The pieces they're there. They can't build on it. And maybe it's because Brandon Jennings tore his Achilles and they're just going to build the future around him. I'm convinced they are.
At the end of the season, we're going to be in a similar position that we've seen. We're too good to get in the lottery, and we're too bad to attract any real free agents. I looked at the free agents, and I don't know who would want to come here.
Can we get rid of that lottery? I'm tired of the lottery. Can we get a superstar, please, before I seriously think about killing myself?
We're not going to get one.
My God. Do something, anything. I'm
looking
done
at
with
free agency, the guys who are free agents this year, I don't know why they would want to leave their teams. I mean, the guys that I saw that maybe they'd want to come here. There's Jimmy Butler from Chicago. Maybe
hell no.
Maybe he'd want to come here because maybe Derrick Rose comes back and he doesn't want to compete for minutes. But then I think that's the same position as...
I think the Bulls should move on from Derrick Rose, dude.
Yeah, so Jimmy Butler he's not coming back. You got Rajon Rondo, which I think he's a head case. I think he would just do worse for this locker room.
Dude, James Harden, triple-double. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's third of the season, and it's the most since Clyde Drexler. That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
James Harden. With that being said, who's your MVP of the NBA, dude?
The NBA?
Yeah.
It's hard to argue with.
You got 4 players to choose from, okay? Anthony Davis, 24.2 points per game, 10.3 rebounds, 1.5 assists, okay? Did you hear me? Stephen Curry, 23.8, 4.5, 7.8 assists. James Harden, dude. James Harden. 26.9, 5.8, 7 rebounds. Listen to this, dude. Russell Westbrook, 27.4 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists is mighty vicious. You know why I'm not going to go with Russell Westbrook? I'm going to go with James Harden. You know why?
Why?
Because of what he did last night, and he kicked LeBron James in the balls. I don't know why they suspended him. They should have gave him like a signing bonus for that. Yeah, I don't even think LeBron has testicles. He abuses steroids. You see his hairline?
Yeah.
That's from abusing roids. So you know it didn't hurt when he kicked him in the balls.
He definitely sold it, though.
He did sell it.
I'd have to go from that list of 4.
I'm sure he's got an anteater beak between his legs, but I highly doubt the guy's got testicles.
Between those 4, I'd have to go either Russell Westbrook or Anthony Davis. Both of those guys, they're playing out of their minds right now.
Dude, Russell Westbrook's
I'd have to go with Anthony Davis.
Ungodly.
I have to go with Anthony Davis.
The Brow.
Yeah.
He plays for New Orleans.
It's the similar case. He's a younger Dwight Howard.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't think he's going to win MVP because he plays for that small market.
I know. I do think Russell Westbrook will probably eventually win out because he's playing out of his mind.
His numbers are really out of control. But I'm serious when I say I want to give it to James Harden for kicking LeBron James in the balls. I'm not even kidding. I don't even care what Steph Curry does. Sorry.
Well, back to Pistons a little bit. It's all going to come down.
God, I sound like I got cancer.
It's all going to come down to Stan Van Gundy. If we really trust what he has his vision for this team.
What is it?
I don't know.
What's your vision, dude?
I'm not sure if he knows yet, but do you trust him to go out there, try and work his magic, try and take the pieces that he has and make something of this team? Because we're not going to get a superstar. It's going to have to be like the 2004 championship where we built from just role players who did their job, played awesome defense. Do you think Stan Van Gundy can do that?
You want me to be honest?
I do.
Yeah, I think he can. I think he will.
How long do you think it's going to take him?
I think you'll see a drastic improvement next season. This is really pissing me off. This is insanity. Because if he can't do it, who the hell can? He's proven, dude, but...
Yeah, I mean, the next step...
They lost 5 in a row.
The next step is going to be...
I'm not even pissed anymore. I'm just deflated.
The next step is going to be, if we can't get anything... If Stan Van Gundy can't fix this ship, We're just going to have to tank. We're going to have to do what the 76ers did. We're going to have to...
No, you can't tank, dude. You're a professional basketball team.
The 76ers are doing it.
Who the hell are the 76ers? They've been tanking my whole life. Who gives a damn? No one in Philadelphia... Listen, let me tell you something. Nobody in Philadelphia gives a damn about the 76ers. They don't.
Yeah, but they're trying to. They're tanking. They've come out.
They should contract
They're trying
them
to get
out of
draft
the league.
picks.
They suck. Get rid of the 76ers.
But there's no rules against it.
My family's from Philadelphia. Get rid of them. I don't give a damn about the 76ers. I never have, and I never will.
It's going to be the only way that the Pistons will ever get any superstar because we're not bad enough.
How about Josh
to get in the
Smith
lottery.
getting 8 points and 7 rebounds on the Pistons last night, dude?
He's garbage.
I don't care. He still scored on us, and we lost and got our asses kicked. That's embarrassing, dude. Van Gundy, shame on you, dude.
All right, so according to Vinny, Pistons are done.
No, they're done this year. Yes, I think that he can build them. But dude, not this year. They're the 12th seed, and all the teams that are underneath them, Orlando, Philadelphia, New York, beat them this year. And Philadelphia really sucks, and they beat them twice. So is that Van Gundy's fault? Yeah, dude, that kind of is. Because when you're losing to teams like that, that goes on the head coach. They got talent. On paper, they look good. It doesn't translate onto the court. And as soon as it does, someone tears their Achilles. I'm going to fight your Achilles. Jennings, scumbag.
All right, so it's really felt like we've been climbing up a mountain right now, going over the rough spots in sports. It's time to take a look at, the bright spots, and it's going to be all gravy from here. It's all going downhill.
Let's just do length or girth and leave. I'm so sick and tired of the Pistons.
We got to save that. That's their best segment. So let's go on to a happier subject. Let's go to the Tigers.
Oh, my God. Please.
And I'm here. It's actually good news. We don't have to play taps at all for this.
Let's go.
It's my way too early predictions for the season.
Oh, my God, dude. He texted me this a couple days ago.
And here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is really out of control.
Are you ready, Detroit?
I'm ready.
The Tigers are going to the World Series. You heard it here first. March 7th, 2015.
Where's that boo drop when you need one? Jesus.
You shut that off.
Oh, dude. Go ahead.
The Tigers are going to the World Series, and I'm going to tell you why.
Please do.
Justin Verlander, he's going to come back. He's going to return to form. He'll be competing for a Cy Young. I'm not going to say he's going to win the Cy Young.
What did you just say to
I'm
me?
not going to say he's going to win the Cy Young.
He's
I
not.
think he's going to compete it for it.
Oh, my God. That drop's got to go. Seriously. I'm about to cut the cord. That drop can no longer be played on the show.
So JV will be back to form.
No, he won't.
David Price, he's also going to compete for the Cy Young. Are you going to argue that?
No.
Exactly. I saw them in their Grapefruit League game, and he was dealing good. He struck out the side in the first, and then he got into a jam in the second, but he was able to work his way out of it. I think he had guys at first and third,
Yeah.
and he was able to he got out of it.
Yeah.
Why he's going to be awesome.
That's fine. Whatever. Yep. David Price, 18 wins. Go ahead.
Yep. I think they're both going to be north of 18 wins.
The Verlander? Yeah. No way, dude.
I estimate when he really gets going, he'll have a power level of 60,000 or maybe more.
Verlander's trash garbage.
He's not trash garbage.
Dude, he's finished. You got FU money, and now he doesn't care anymore. It's funny, in his contract year, he just went all out. Well, how many wins did he get? Like 25? It was really out of control, dude, and now he gets his money, and you just don't even know who he is anymore. He just shuns you every time he goes out on the mound, and I'm tired of it. Shame on you, Verlander. They can't get rid of him. You think he's going to be back to form? You think he's going to compete for a Cy Young?
He is.
I think you smoke marijuana.
I think him and David Price are both going to be up there.
Yeah,
I bet you they'll both be in the top 5 for Cy Young voting.
No way, dude. Maybe David Price.
They will. Who else is going to be better than him?
In the AL?
Felix Hernandez.
Oh, my
I'll give
God.
you him.
Oh, yes.
I'll give you him.
Yes.
Who else?
Dude, I don't know. I'm not even thinking. Why would you do that to me right now? I don't have anything in front of me, and you just throw me to the wolves like that. That's not cool.
That's what I got to do.
That's not cool.
Because you're killing me here.
Next week, I'll have a whole list of like 20 guys that can compete for Cy Young.
All right,
and
that's
Verlander
next
will be
week.
like 21.
But let's move on. Anibal Sanchez, he's going to be the number 4 pitcher on the team. Because Shane Green, he's going to be our number 3.
I hope.
He's got 6 stuff in his arsenal.
Yeah.
And he's going to benefit from our defense. Jose Iglesias, he's going to come out and he's going to be good all year.
Shin splints. Stitcher. No.
He's going to be fine.
No way. Iglesias is done. It sucks.
He didn't have shin splints. He had 2 fractured shins.
I don't give a damn. He's done. I guess that's
done.
really serious in baseball.
Then we also got Ian Kinsler. We got Nick Castellanos.
I think Sanchez is going to be the 3rd pitcher, dude.
He might be. I think
Shane Green's
he's still going to be solid. But I think the 3 and 4, they're pretty close usually.
I think Verlander's going to be the 5th.
And the big thing about this prediction is going to be the health of the team.
God, you could not stop blowing JV. He's not even JV anymore. Does he still deserve that name? JV? No, he's just Justin Verlander. He is. You got to earn that name back, dude.
You'll see. He'll earn it back this year then. I'm going to wear my 35 down to the
Comerica 14
Park.
wins and like 10 losses. And his ERA is going to be like 5.
He's not going to get that.
Oh, my God. I'm going to commit suicide.
He's going to have like 18 or 19 wins, probably 6 or 7 losses.
Verlander, please, dude, get it together.
I think our team is going to stay healthy, and that's going to be a big part of it. We're going to have Miguel Cabrera, Victor Martinez.
Okay, I have nothing bad to say about them.
They're going to have to stay healthy for us to do good this season. And I think they will. We're not going to see them out for longer than 10 days.
Whatever. I don't even care.
I think Joe Nathan, he's going to have one more good season.
Oh, my God.
One more good season.
With us?
Yes.
One more good season with us.
Yes,
Because he had one before with us.
It's going to be, exactly. He
had a good season with us? When did he have a good season with us?
He had a rough start. He had an okay finish.
I'd rather have Fernando Rodney. Seriously, I'm not even trying to be funny. He's
funny,
scared.
though.
Remember when Todd Jones used to get on the mound, dude, and you used to be like, oh, my God, dude, we're going to lose.
Todd Jones is rough. He's a roller coaster.
I am more nervous with Joe Nathan on the mound in 2015 than I was 10 years ago when Todd Jones is on the mound.
Well, I'm not. I think he's going to.
10 years,
he has one more
dude.
year. He's going to help us get to the World Series.
We're not going to the World Series.
We are going to the World Series. And I'm going to tell you who we're going up against. You can get. Who's your prediction?
In
Cardinals?
the National League?
Yeah.
Washington under the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Cardinals because they're proven, dude. They're the Spurs of the MLB, and they just do it. Washington Nationals, they have the pitching staff. They have pitchers up the wazoo, dude. And you know what they're going to do? All that hype's going to bite them in the ass, and they're going to underachieve. That's what all those teams that get all the hype in the beginning of the year do. And in the National League, it's the Dodgers getting all that hype because they got that general manager from Tampa Bay. They're getting all the hype. So what are the Dodgers going to do? Nothing. And neither are the Nationals. My World Series prediction, dude, it'll probably be the Cardinals and American League. Let's see. Put my balls on the table. I'm going to say the Red Sox, dude. Ugh. Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
You think Rick Porcello is going to compete for Cy Young this year?
Porcello?
Yeah. No, he's not going to. He's
If
never
he
going to be a Cy
does,
Young.
dude, I will be so pissed because I think the sky's the limit for that dude. He's really good. He's really good. He's only getting better.
He couldn't get above like number 3. In
I don't know
Detroit.
how their infield is in Boston.
It's going to be the Tigers, going to be the Nationals in the World Series. We'll see.
I think you've been smoking crack. The Tigers, the Indians might win that division.
I can assure you I have not smoked any crack ever in my life.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing out on. I was hanging out with Lawrence Taylor once, and the crackage was out of control. No, I'm just kidding. What are you looking at? He's on Twitter over there. He's in the Twitter sphere zoning out.
No, you guys.
Dude, did you hear about what Des Bryant did earlier? He was over at Meyer, dude, and he defecated in the bathroom, and people want to know if it stinks or not. And sources confirmed that it was kind of wet.
No, Vin, I was just trying to help you out. I was looking up the AL Cy Young from last year. It was just to help you out. I know you.
Corey Kluber.
Yeah, Corey Kluber won it. Felix Hernandez, Chris Sale, David Price.
Oh, Chris Sale. I was going to say Chris Sale earlier, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot.
Yeah, but he also stepped on a sprinkler head.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Shame on him.
No, I think David Price is going to have a more legitimate shot of winning the Cy Young than JV. I think JV's on the downside. He's relying on his fastball too much, and I just think a guy like that is going to have to work his other pitches, and I'm not sure he's going to try and do that. So I disagree. I don't think JV's going to have anywhere near 18 wins.
Oh, thank you, John.
Screw both of you.
See why I like John?
The Tigers are going to the World Series.
You see why I drive 20 miles?
Tigers World Series.
I do it for John.
Tigers World Series.
I do it for the doc.
All right.
Stitcher.
Let's get out of this craziness.
Good for you, John. There's
We're
going to
gonna-
be a lot of editing on this podcast.
We're going to go to a break.
Dude.
We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk some Red Wings. We're going to talk some more Lions, dive into their depth chart again.
Oh.
And then we're going to have our famed show, Length or Girth.
Yes. Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
Definitely check out the guys at the Detroit Sports Nation, DetroitSportsNation.com. Great website. They are unbelievable. They are killing it on Facebook. Give them a like at their Facebook page, Detroit Sports Nation, and definitely check out their website, DetroitSportsNation.com. Our collaboration with them has been excellent, and they continue to be a strong presence here on the podcast because they bring the noise and they have great content. So thank you guys again. We can't thank you enough.
You're the future of our business, and I know when you guys have a podcast like this, our future is in good hands.
You got to check out their stuff. I mean, I'm really impressed by it. You guys have probably one of the better ones I've seen in the country.
Wow.
In a short period of time, you've done good work. Look at me kissing your hand.
I know.
Vision, dreams of passion. And all the while I think of you. A very strange reaction. The more I see, the more I do.
Okay. We stopped smoking crack. It's all good. Let's talk about a subject that we can actually agree on. The Red Wings. No, put it away, Vinny. Put it away.
Oh, sorry.
The Red Wings. This is a not so crazy prediction. They're actually going to compete in the playoffs this year.
Who?
The Wings.
Yeah, we went through that last week. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
they added 2 guys. They added Eric Cole and Marek Zidlicki, who are they're both guys that we needed.
Why did they do that? Are they going to be able to stitch his name on his jersey?
They are.
Oh my God.
They already did.
Zidlicki?
Yeah, Zidlicki. He adds the right-handed defensive shot that we needed, and the Red Wings have really been looking for.
Do you think that
years.
guy gets laid with that last name?
He's old. He's probably
What's
married.
his first name?
Marek.
Marek.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name? Marek. Oh, cool. What's your last name? Zidlicki. See you later.
I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Gets no vagina. There's no way. Shame on your last name.
Well, regardless of how he does with the ladies, he showed in his first game how good he's going to be for us by scoring the overtime winner goal. It looked a little fluky at times, I'll admit, but he was still there, and he's going to be a key piece on this team.
Oh, yeah?
I think, and for the other guy, Eric Cole, I think he may not be able to win a fight against anybody in the NHL, because when we picked him up, I had to look for a highlight because they said that he was a tough guy. So I typed in Eric Cole fights, and everything that I saw, the guy was just getting pummeled in fights. He fought Danny Boychuk, and
he was getting his ass kicked?
Yeah, he was getting his ass kicked. But he's able to...
At least he's fighting.
Exactly.
Because they need more fighting.
He's willing to drop the puck.
I can't even watch it, dude. They don't even fight. I'm like, what the hell is this?
It's
a watered-down version
of the
NHL.
It's gone away. Everyone's afraid of
That's why I can't take
injuries.
it anymore. I can't take it. They're destroying baseball and they're destroying football. What did the Red Wings do against Calgary last night, dude?
They lost.
They got their asses kicked.
They did look sloppy.
So I don't want to hear anything about this Eric Cole guy or this Dick Licky dude, because I don't really care. I don't. You lose 5-2 like that, is Calgary even relevant? They're garbage.
So the Red Wings, they're done,
Who's
right?
Weidman?
I don't know.
They defecated on Jimmy Howard last night. Sorry.
You're allowed to have bad games.
No, you're not.
That's why so they should just go 82-0, right?
No, I don't really care, to be honest with you. They got their asses kicked. But listen, when the playoffs start, they're going to take care of business. So there's not even a point of talking about this. Yeah, it's cool. They got a guy who's a scrappy dude, and they got a guy with a really offensive name. So that's cool. So I don't really care. Just winning the playoffs is all I really give a damn about. I thought they were going to go out and make more of an impact than what they did, actually, and sign some guys with bigger names, and they didn't do it. So no Stanley Cup for you, dude.
Well, I think the one guy that we did get back this week also, we got Henrik Zetterberg. He was able to come back from injury, and he produced his first game out. He had 2 assists. I think he's ready to go. I haven't seen them play this good since when they won in 2008, and I just think it's going to be better.
That's cool. I don't even care. I got to be honest with you. I don't care. Get in the playoffs, and then we'll talk. Do your job. They're going to get in the playoffs, so there's really nothing to talk about. Yeah, they got 2 good... Yeah, whatever. Fine. Zetterberg, cool. Don't care. Get in the playoffs and win the first round, and then I'll get rock hard, and we'll talk about it. It'll be really cool. But for right now, losing at Calgary, that's inexcusable, dude.
It's 1 game.
At home?
It was 1 game.
Calgary.
You're allowed to lose a game.
You are allowed to lose a game. You're allowed to get 5 goals scored on you by the Calgary Flamers.
It happens.
It's not cool. Get it together. Shame on you, Babcock. What's wrong with you? God.
Last week, we previewed the Lions' running back and quarterback situation.
Oh, my God.
It was a little rough, but this week we're going to look at the Lions' wide receivers and also their tight ends. So let's start with the wide receivers. You got a host of guys. We got 2 main guys, essentially. You got Calvin Johnson.
Jesus.
He had his fewest yards since 2009.
That's okay.
His injury didn't help it, obviously.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And I think he has 1 or 2 more good years. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than that.
And you got Golden Tate, who last year, and I think going forward...
He's Jesus' son.
He's going to be the horse of the team.
Yeah, he is.
And we're going to have to get him more involved in the offense, because last year there were periods of time where he would just go away. It was like Stafford forgot that he was on the team.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, we need to...
I'm afraid that Golden Tate's going to get hurt, dude. I really am.
I'm not worried about it, because I saw him take hits where for other players, I would have said, dude, that guy's done. And he would get right back up. I think he's a monster. He's not afraid to go over the middle. Until he does get injured, I'm not going to worry about it right now.
You are a monster, Golden Tate, and you're way better than Nate Burleson, so congratulations.
But I think we need to work him more into the offense. I think we need to, there were times when we would run like a wide receiver sweep to him, and we would run it once, and then we might run like a fake in the game like once or twice again and just have it go up the middle instead. We need to go back to that because it worked. It's a good play to get, 5 or 10 yards on first or second down. And obviously don't try it on third down when you need 10 yards, but we need to get more involved, and we're going to have to get more production from our third and fourth wide receivers.
Oh my
Because
God.
right now you have Corey Fuller.
No.
Jeremy Ross.
Oh my God, he's still here.
And Ryan Broyles. Jeremy Ross is essentially here as a kick returner.
I'd rather have Scotty Vines.
Yeah.
My God.
So, we're going to have to get somebody else because none of those guys are reliable.
Mike Furry.
He was a solid receiver. He was the number 3 whoever we had at quarterback was comfortable with throwing to.
Kitna?
Yeah.
Remember Sean McDonald?
Sean McDonald. That's right.
He was ferocious.
So first we'll look at free agency. The one guy out there who I think won't command as much money, but it's a guy who we could bring in and be that slot guy or that deep threat would be Torrey Smith.
Oh, dude, yes. Oh, my God.
Dude, I think Torrey Smith, it would be a perfect fit for this offense. He could be a guy that you could put next to Calvin Johnson and have him run a go route where Calvin Johnson just runs an under, and the defensive backs will have to make the decision. Am I covering Calvin Johnson, or am I going to let Torrey Smith beat me over top?
Why didn't you draft Torrey Smith?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, there were a couple of guys the Lions could have drafted in that position. Instead, they took Titus Young and Mikel Schur,
Yeah, congratulations.
both guys who are not on the team. One guy got a tattoo of a lion on him because he thought he was going to be here forever. He's not here, and the other guy's crazy.
I thought Mikel Schur could have panned out. I think he's a pothead and it backfired in his face. Titus Young, dude. Is he in prison?
No, I think he might be like pending a trial, but he might be looking for the insanity case.
He's insane.
He's legitimately.
The media buried him, dude. Buried him.
All right, so then if we aren't getting one of those other guys in free agency, then we're gonna have to look in the draft. The one guy that
Oh, dude, no.
No, we're not gonna draft him high, and that's why we got to look deeper in the draft. And that's another thing with this Lions draft is we need to find guys in.
You know who was a free agent that I like?
Who?
Lance Moore.
Dude, he's a Saints wide receiver.
So
he's not gonna do good anywhere else.
I don't think he played. He didn't play for the Saints last year.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did.
He did?
Trust me.
Oh.
So we're going to have to find somebody later in the draft. So I mentioned it earlier in our other podcast. The one guy who I think is going to be a steal of the draft, Nelson Aguilar from USC. I think he's going to be solid.
I hate your name.
I think Devin Smith from Ohio State, he's a speedster. I think they've been comparing him.
What round are you trying to draft a wide receiver at?
Probably third round.
No, dude.
Who do you want to take in a third round?
In a third?
Yeah.
Build your depth at secondary, please. Immediately.
So what if we get a secondary in the second round, though? So let's
then continue to build your offensive line. I don't know, dude. I give up. I really do. Seriously.
So Nelson Aguilar, Devin Smith, Philip Dorsett from Miami, who he had the fastest time at the combine. He's probably going to go higher than he actually is worth.
Lance Moore played for the Steelers last year.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Yep.
But I think one guy to really take a look at deeper in the draft, who I think people are going to overlook, Tony Lippett from Michigan State.
You are such a Spartan slab.
I love the Spartans.
Had enough.
They have good players, though.
God, you literally blow everybody on the Spartans.
Are you going to say that Tony Lippett wasn't a good wide receiver in college?
Okay. Dude, they need a lot of help at
Tony
the
Lippett,
offensive line.
Here's what I'm going to say. Tony Lippett, he's big, he's strong. It's a receiver that the Lions need. And he also had experience playing defensive back. So it's a possibility that he could come in, play some wide receiver. He might be able to play defensive back too. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
I don't know. Nothing's out of the realm of possibilities with Mayu and Lawan, really.
So then let's go into the tight end situation, which it's rough in the tight ends.
My God.
So probably your number one right now is Eric Ebron.
Can't catch, can't block.
And the thing with Ebron right now, we drafted him 10th overall last year in the first round. We're going to need to see something this year.
That guy can't catch.
He had 1 year. We need to give him one more year. If he doesn't do anything this year, we don't see any improvement, he's got to be gone.
Don't you think Fourier is better than him?
He was better last year, but Fourier also had a little bit more experience than him. So
you drafted him 10th overall.
It's a fundamental problem with the Lions. I'll admit that when they draft guys in their first round, that we aren't drafting like other teams where you draft a guy to go out and start.
They draft luxury because they're idiots. The Lions are like a Ferrari with no engine in it. It looks really cool. And you sit inside, you're like, whoa, dude. And then it doesn't move.
So the Lions need to try, if they don't get anything from Ebron this year, We got to move on. He's got to be gone. I think Brandon Pettigrew,
average blocker, can't catch.
I think he's a necessary person on our team. Even he's not the greatest. He's not going to be your number one guy. He's far away from that guy who got 80 balls.
4 years.
But he's a good run blocker.
$4 million a year to not do anything. Literally nothing. What is going through their minds?
I think he can still provide a good run blocking support on the offensive line.
Oh,
which
really?
You'll admit we need help on the line blocking, and I think he provides that. I think Joseph Fourier, he shouldn't be on the team next year. I think unless he can convert.
Why? He scores touchdowns.
If he can convert and be a number 3 or number 4 wide receiver, maybe if he just plays that. But he has no.
Maybe keep him on the depth chart. Don't use him that much, but you can still use him as a weapon to score a touchdown in the goal line when you're in the red zone. Besides that, I don't know, because he can't block either.
So, I mean, there really aren't any options that are good options out in free agency or the draft.
No, you just got to really pray to God that, Eric Ebron pans out and turns into Vernon Davis out of nowhere.
Yeah, you got to hope that. Or, I mean, I think Eric Ebron on the top side of his talent, I think he could be a Jimmy Graham type guy.
That's who they compared him to in the draft.
Exactly, and he has the talent.
He didn't look like Jimmy Graham.
It was 1 year.
Dude.
Yeah, he's not Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham is a once-in-a-generation tight end. Him, Gronkowski, they're the new guys on from Tony Gonzalez. Eric Ebron, he has the talent. He's got the size. He's got the speed. We have to make sure that he has the hands. I think one thing that Jimmy Graham had in New Orleans...
They knew he couldn't catch, and they drafted him anyway. They already knew he couldn't catch. What the hell were they thinking? You can't take risks like that, dude. You're not the Patriots. You're not the Ravens. You can't. You can't just pick up luxury pick. Oh, this guy might pan out. He might be really good. You're the Lions. You're not there yet, man. You're really close, I think. Hopefully.
So we're really going to have to hope and pray that the Lions tight ends can give us some production this year, and maybe we can pick up a third wide receiver in free agency or the draft. But now let's move on to a lighter subject. Wouldn't you agree, Vinny? I want to see a smile on your face.
Sorry, I'm depressed. I mean, all this losing going on in Detroit.
I got a new nickname for you. I came up with it.
What's that?
It's the Incredible Sulk.
Sorry. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's okay. So let's move on. It's going to be our second edition of... Length or Girth?
Yes, absolutely.
Vinny Stubbs, you look excited.
Oh my God. I haven't been this happy all week. Ladies and gentlemen, the people have spoke. They love Length or Girth. And I can't blame them. Ladies and gentlemen, our second edition of Length or Girth. Jason Jarvi, our first question on the second edition of Length or Girth.
Hit me.
How long will Suh be a free agent? Long term or short term? Length or Girth?
I'm gonna say Girth. I think he's a businessman. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna be talking with Miami. I think Miami is probably where he's gonna end up, but I think he's gonna field offers from Jacksonville, from Oakland, from Indianapolis.
Right.
I think Indianapolis would be the smart move if he actually wanted to get paid and also have a chance to win a championship sooner. That's where he should go. But I think Miami, with the money they can offer him, they're not a horrible team, and you got the whole state tax thing where he's gonna be richer than wherever he's gonna
really
be.
Dumb if you're considering.
So I'm gonna say Girth. It's not gonna take him long to figure this out.
I want to say Length. I think he's gonna play it out. I think he's gonna go to Philadelphia, dude. I don't know why. I can just feel it in my bones. I don't know why I feel it. It's so strong.
Well, why do you think he's gonna drag it out?
Because he's a prima donna, dude. He's a diva. He's gonna play it out. He wants to be the talk of the town all day long. And he's the number one free agent out there. So it's not just Detroit talking about the guy. Everybody's talking about him. Length. Second, Jarvi. The Pistons, dude. They lost 5 games in a row. They're the 12th seed in the East. And I think they're really garbage. Wow. Length or Girth. Is their losing streak going to continue?
I'm going to have to go with Girth. I think they're bad. I think their season's done. But they're not going to just lose the rest of their games.
Dude.
They still have games that they can win. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, they lost horribly to the Knicks. But in those games, what we have seen is that they've been able to at least keep it close. So I think we got 2 games coming up. We got Charlotte and we got the LA Lakers, who both of those teams are rough as well.
Right.
I think if we don't win Charlotte, I think we're at least we're gonna give it our all in LA. And after that, though, I mean, they're not going to beat Golden State.
No way.
They're not going to beat Portland. I mean, we may be looking mid-March when they have their first win.
Oh my God!
If they don't beat LA or New England.
No, I'm gonna go Girth. They're gonna beat Charlotte Sunday.
Yeah,
and it's over. But it's ridiculous. The losing's gotta stop. 5 in a row, not cool. Last but not least, the Lions' offensive line. Their woes were just out of control. 3.9 yards per carry on average. Do they address the offensive line in the first round, or do they continue to just play like garbage the entire 2015 NFL season? Jason.
I'm going to have to go Girth. I don't think they're going to be bad. I think they're going to be serviceable. So I think depending on what they do in free agency is going to determine what they do in the draft. Right. If they go out and they get a defensive tackle in free agency.
In
free agency,
yes.
Then
Knighton.
Obviously they're going to look at offensive line in the first round. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they look offensive line first and second round.
Who do you want?
I like that Eric Flowers kid. I also like Cameron Irving.
Yeah, that's who I like.
From Florida State.
Yeah.
He's a guy who he can come in. He could
move them all around, right?
Yeah, he
Awesome.
can play all the positions. He can play center. So I think he would probably be a good fit in the first round.
Right.
Hopefully he doesn't get picked before us. He might get snaked.
Yeah.
But I think regardless, though, I think we're going to be okay on the offensive line. I think we had some injuries last year. And I think Adrian Waddle, Larry Warford, they're both solid guys. They just need to stay healthy. And Riley Reif, if we can get another tackle, if we can move Reif inside, maybe the left guard, and get another left tackle who can really protect that left side,
right,
then I think we're going to be solid. I think the Lions are going to be okay on the line this year.
I don't. I'm going to go length. I think Martin Mayhew thinks he's like a genius, and he probably thinks, well, they had a really good year last year. Was Scott Linehan's tenure, so they probably think, well, they just got to buy into Lombardi's scheme like they did Linehan's, and the running game will improve. Let's go out and draft a running back. Let's go get Melvin Gordon, dude from Wisconsin.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon would be a huge mistake.
And that's the Lions, and that's what they do. So I'm going to go length. I think the running game is going to be worse than it was, especially if they don't go out and get my boy Ray Rice, dude. 3.9 yards a carry. It's not good. If they don't address it, it's going to get worse. That was our second edition of Length or Girth.
Hey, that's unbelievable!
Absolutely. Length or Girth.
All right, fellas, great podcast. I've been enjoying listening. Vinny.
Why?
It was good stuff. I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. I'm entertained.
So sick.
My man, Vinny. You got kind of roasted this week here on the Drew and Mark show. I listened to the podcast. So I'm a guy. I'm a psychologist. So my natural instinct is to help. So while you guys were ranting about the Lions, I just looked up the definition of call screener on Wikipedia, and I'd like to read it for you slowly, and I'd like to help you in your transition from intern to professional.
Totally
okay,
hate everybody.
So call screeners are staff members who initially answer the phones when people call into TV or radio broadcasts.
Sorry.
For call-in talk shows, screeners determine the air quality of the call and if the caller's comments will further the topic or add a new point. Their job is to put the best calls on the air and filter out the callers that don't have anything worthwhile to add to the conversation. So when these individuals in Detroit give you a call, you are supposed to screen out the nimrods and the people who aren't talking as related to the topic on the show. You know that, right?
Yeah, I understand.
I don't want you getting ripped on by the boys there at the station.
I don't know what Drew wants me to do, dude, because these people call in. And what am I supposed to do? How tall are you? Do you have a bachelor's degree? Length or girth? What do you want me to do? Because those people can call in anyway and say, I want to talk about this, and then go on there and prank them. I don't know what to do. See, I put down a description. Listen, I am high maintenance. I apologize. It's really bad. I'm trying to get my brain together. It's not working. No. I just want to apologize to Drew and Mark right now. It's not even
Why?
Fun. I am high maintenance, dude. I can't believe how dumb I am. I get like flashes of being like okay as a human being. And then I got like, there'll be like, there's 7 days in a week, right? I'll have that one really good day. And the rest of the 6 days, it's just really bad. And I just think I might be like literally retarded. Jason, what do you think?
No, Vinny, I personally don't think you're retarded. I think you got
kind of do.
To finish up, Wikipedia says call screeners also typically provide a detailed summary of pertinent information for the host or hosts to provide context for on-air interaction.
Yeah.
So make sure you get on that and do a better job call screening this week. All right?
Trying. I'm distraught. I got so many things running through my mind. I'm trying to do a good podcast for people.
You know what, Vinny? I'm going to announce it. I'm going to try to prank call 105.1 on Wednesday.
Please don't do it.
But it'll be me. You'll know it's me. So
I'll be there Monday.
You'll be there Monday? I'm going to test you.
Because this is Monday.
Listen, Vinny, all you got to do is just bear down, do the best you can, and continue to light up the text screens and continue to do what you do. People love you, and it's all good, man. We're just breaking balls. You're doing okay, and you're doing great on the podcast.
Thanks,
like I said, it's an easy listen. It's very fun.
I love this podcast.
Motor City Rant, baby. It's taking over. I love it.
I really enjoy it.
Well, I don't really know what to say about that, but that was the Motor City Sports Rant. Episode 3. You can catch us every Monday. I'm Jason Jarvi.
I'm Vinny Stubbs. Motor City Sports Rant, DetroitSportsPodcast.com.
Later.
Okay, nice, idiot. You. Bye-bye.
Good day, sir. I said good day.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Loser.
I estimate when he really gets going, he'll have a power level of 60,000 or maybe more.